Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables. Today I am here to do my annual Christmas book tag. I do one of these every year. I try to pick one I haven't done before. I think I did this one maybe like 5 years ago, so it's going to be totally different answers. So today I'm doing the Christmas song book tag, and this tag was originally created by Haley and Bookland, which I will link down below. But yeah, you get the gist. It's gonna give you some Christmas songs with some questions, so there's a lot of them. Let's get into it. First up, we have You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Name a villainous character you couldn't help but love. So I was trying to think about this because I really don't love villains. Like I usually despite them like everyone else. But then I thought of Bellatrix Lestrange. I love reading about her. I don't like her, like I wouldn't trust her at all, but she is so captivating and I love her. She's just so interesting and complex, and why there hasn't been some sort of an origin story or prequel movie or something about her baffles me. It still does. I don't know why I went with Fantastic Beasts and not like the Marauders or Bellatrix Lestrange. I'll never freaking know, but yeah, she is one for sure. Next up, we have All I Want for Christmas Is You. Which book do you hope to see most under your Christmas tree? I actually don't want, I think there's only like one book I want this year, and that it's called Negatives. It's an emo it's an emo book. It's basically a coffee table book, and it has a whole bunch of, I think it's a photographer that has went on different tours with many different bands like Dashboard Confessional, Death Cab for Cutie, The Used, Take It Back Sunday, just your typical emo bands. And I think there are some stories in there about the tours, and there's a lot of like just concert photography, and it just looks beautiful. And if you don't know about me, hi, I'm Heather. I'm 35, so I was an emo teenager, and I'm still an emo adult. It's not a phase, okay? My favorite band of all time is Dashboard Confessional, Death Cab for Cutie, Jimmy Eat World. Like, I love them. I listened to them in high school, listen to them this day. So I'm an emo girl. I still wear band t-shirts primarily, and I'm okay with that. It took me a long time to be okay with it, but I'm okay with it. So I really want this book to have in my collection to keep forever, to show everybody how much of an emo person I still am. I'm not ashamed. It's not a phase. Next up, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Name a character that overcomes a major obstacle and learns to believe in themselves. That's what I picked Violet for Fourth Wing. I know, but she reminded me a lot of Triss and Divergent, where she had to really prove herself because she was literally the bottom of a totem pole, and she had to like, she wasn't studying to be a dragon rider. She was studying to be in the library all her life. So to say that's a vast change is an understatement. So she overcame a lot. Like, would I ride a dragon? Probably not. I would like to. Will I ever be brave enough to? No. Next up, we have Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Which character do you think would be in the naughty list and in the nice list? Naughty list, I'm going to pick every single character from the Engagement Party by Darby Kane. I read that a couple months ago. I loved every character. Like, they are all horrible. No, all of them. All of them. As far as the nice list goes, I'm going to have to give it to both of our main characters in Mixed Signals by B.K. Borison, Layla and Kayla. They're both sweet as pie. Coincidentally enough, Layla bakes pies, but they are just so sweet. They would definitely be on the nice list for sure. Frosty the Snow Man, and that is which book just melts your heart? And that's going to be one I read recently that I just loved, and that is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This was such a beautiful romance story that it just melted my cold, dark heart on a beautiful day. I don't have a cold, dark heart, but if I did, this would melt it. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful book. Then we have Feliz Navidad. This is choose a book that takes place in a country other than your own. And I always try to answer these with books I've read this year. And the only one I feel like that I've read that took place out of the country is Morbidly Yours, and that took place in Ireland. It's about a mortician and a graphic designer, or an animator, and it was cute, but that's the only one I could think of. I'm horrible. I am horrible. Most wonderful time of the year. Which holiday theme book do you use to spread the Christmas joy? For this one, for sure, Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. As I just told you guys, Mixed Signals is the first book in it. It is super Christmassy. It's about two characters, best friends that fake date. She has a Christmas tree farm, and it is so freaking adorable. So if you want a cutesy holiday book, look no further. Sleigh Ride. Which fictional character would you choose to spend the holidays with? Oh, that's a I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? Then I thought about it. Lucy from The Wishing Game. It's one of my favorite books of the year. She's such an amazing character, and her kind of story felt very similar to mine as regards to her parents and stuff. And I just felt like we could connect a lot. And she was very maternal, and I just loved her. And I would love to spend a Christmas with her because I think she's an awesome person. Hands down. Baby, It's Cold Outside. Which book that you didn't like would you sacrifice to a fire to warm yourself up in the cold? So some books that I would use as kindling, I guess you could say, would be any Colleen Hoover book. Pick any of them. Pick any one of them. I would probably use it. No, that's so bad to say because she is so beloved on the book community. And I think that's great. I think she's an awesome person. I just personally don't like her books. That's just me. I know you probably hate me. If so, I understand. You hear what I hear. Which book do you think everyone should read? Oh, honestly, for this one, what's some ones? And I thought, the Legend and Latte series by Travis Baldree. I just really like these. Are they like the best, beautiful, very plot-heavy books? No, but I think everyone should read them if they're just looking for a warm, cozy pick-me-up. Legend and Latte is all about an orc named Viv, opened up a coffee shop, and this is the prequel to her. She works at a bookstore, and they're both just so cozy. Like I said, the plot 100% isn't there, but it makes up for the setting and the side characters and just the overall warm and cozy feeling. So that's why I would recommend it to everybody. Everyone needs a good pick-me-up book, and these are it for me. Where Are You Christmas? If you want immediately, that is not out yet. I don't have any actually. Well, I mean, I do. There's 2024 ones, but I haven't really started my research 100%. So I'm very behind, as you can tell. I wish I could tell you. Maybe I'll throw some up as I'm talking, but I need to do research. I know there's some that I'm just like, oh, I want to read it so bad, but it's not out yet. But I don't have any right now that I know of. When I do my research, I will. Next up is Last Christmas, which Jimmy Eat World is this amazing cover of. A book that you started out loving but didn't end up liking. Sad to say, it was Assistant to the Villain. I started off, I thought it was really, really cute, and then I did not really enjoy this book. I didn't really think the plot was really good, the characters, why it's nominated for Best Romantasy, I will never understand, but here we are. It wasn't it for me. That's what I'll say. Christmas, a book that made you cry. Oh my gosh. Emily Henry's newest one, Happy Place, made me cry because it resonated so much with me. It's about characters in their 30s with their friendships and kind of growing apart, and I'm like, this is exactly me. Like, this is the struggles and things I think about, and it made me cry a lot. The last question or song I shall say is a Marshmallow World, and that is a fluffy book because marshmallows are nothing but fluffy. And for this one, I picked one that I really loved, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about. It's a recent release called This Spells Love by Kate Robb. Ugh, I need to own the physical copy. But I read it on NetGalley, loved it. It's like a time travel. Basically, at the beginning of the book, our main character gets broken up with by her boyfriend, and she has a quirky aunt, and she's like, let's do a spell. And they have a bookstore, so she's like, I just found the spell book, let's do a spell. And she's like, I wish I never met my ex-boyfriend. But coincidentally enough, with that, she wakes up the next day and she lives in like a world where she never met her ex-boyfriend, but that also means she never met her best friend who she loves and adore. I think his name is Jamie. And so the whole book, she's just trying to get him to remember her, and maybe feelings happen. Maybe she realizes that they're more than friends. And it was so cute. I loved it so much. So fluffy. Highly recommend it. So there you have the Christmas song book tag full of many songs that are amazing of Christmas time. I love my curated Christmas list. I have a lot of emo ones on there, but I also have a lot of classic ones as well. I like to shake things up because why not? But I would love for you to do this tag. I'll leave all the questions down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.